the Lord's power came on me. The Spirit of the Lord carried me out of the city and put me down in the middle of the valley. The valley was full of dead men's bones. There were many bones lying on the ground in the valley. The Lord made me walk around among the bones. I saw the bones were very dry. Then the Lord said to me, "Son of man, can these bones come to life?" I answered, "Lord God, only you know the answer to that question." Then he said to me, "Speak to these bones for me. Tell them, dry bones, listen to the word of the Lord. This is what the Lord God said to you. I will cause breath to come into you, and you will come to life. I will put sinew and muscles on you, and I will cover you with skin. Then I will put breath in you, and you will come back to life. Then you will know that I am the Lord." So I spoke to the bones for the Lord, as he said. I was still speaking when I heard the loud noise. The bones began to rattle, and bone joined together with bone. There before my eyes, I saw sinew and muscles begin to cover the bones. Skin began to cover them, but there was no breath in them. Then the Lord said to me, "Speak to the wind for me. Son of man, speak to the wind for me. Tell the wind that this is what the Lord God says. Wind, come from every direction and breathe air into these dead bones. Breathe into them, and they will come to life again." So I spoke to the wind for the Lord, as he said, and the breath came into the dead bodies. They came to life and stood up. There were many men, a very large army. Then he said to me, "Son of man, these bones are like the whole family of Israel. The people of Israel say, 'Our bones have dried up. Our hope is gone. We have been completely destroyed.' So speak to them for me. Tell them this is what the Lord God says. My people, I will open your graves and bring you up out of them. Then I will bring you to the land of Israel. My people, I will open your graves and bring you up out of your graves. And then you will know that I am the Lord. I will put my spirit in you, and you will come to life again. Then I will lead you back to your own land. Then you will know that I am the Lord. You will know that I said this and that I made it happen. This is what the Lord said." The word of the Lord came to me again. He said, "Son of man, get one stick and write this message on it. This stick belongs to Judah and his friends, the people of Israel. Then take another stick and write on it. This stick of Ephraim belongs to Joseph and his friends, the people of Israel. Then join the two sticks together. In your hand, they will be one stick. Your people will ask you to explain what that means. Tell them that this is what the Lord God says. I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim and his friends, the people of Israel. Then I will put that stick with the stick of Judah and make them one stick. In my hand, they will become one stick. Take the sticks that you wrote on and hold them in front of you. Tell the people that this is what the Lord God says. I will gather the people of Israel from among the nations. I will gather them from all around and bring them back to their own land. I will make them one nation in their land among the mountains of Israel. There will be one king over them all. They will no longer be two nations. They will not be split into two kingdoms anymore. And they will no longer continue to make themselves filthy with their idols and horrible statues, or with any of their other crimes. Instead, I will save them from all the places where they have sinned, and I will wash them and make them pure. They will be my people, and I will be their God. And my servant David will be the king over them. There will be only one shepherd over all of them. They will live by my rules and obey my laws. They will do the things I tell them. They will live on the land that I gave to my servant Jacob. Your ancestors lived in that place, and my people will live there. They and their children and their grandchildren will live there forever. My servant David will be their leader forever. And I will make a peace agreement with them. This agreement will continue forever. I agree to give them their land. I agree to make them numerous and to put my holy place among them forever. My holy tent will be with them. Yes, I will be their God, and they will be my people. The other nations will know that I am the Lord, and they will know that I make Israel my special people by putting my holy place there among them forever. The word of the Lord came to me. He said, "Son of man, look toward Gog in the land of Magog. He is the most important leader of the nations of Meshech and Tubal. Speak for me against Gog. Tell him that this is what the Lord God says. Gog, you are the most important leader of the nations of Meshech and Tubal, but I am against you. I will capture you and bring you back. I will bring back all the men in your army, all the horses and horse soldiers. I will put hooks in your mouths, and I will bring all of you back. All the soldiers will be wearing their uniforms with all their shields and swords. Soldiers from Persia, Ethiopia, and Put will be with them. They will all be wearing their shields and helmets. There will also be Gomer with all its groups of soldiers, and there will be the nation of Togarmah from the far north with all its groups of soldiers. There will be many people in that parade of prisoners. Be prepared. Yes, prepare yourself and the armies that have joined with you. You must watch and be ready. After a long time, you will be called for duty. In the later years, you will come into the land that has been healed from war. The people in that land were gathered from many nations and brought back to the mountains of Israel. In the past, the mountains of Israel have been destroyed again and again. But these people will have come back from those other nations. They all will have lived in safety. But you will come to attack them. You will come like a storm. You will come like a thundercloud covering the land. You and all your groups of soldiers from many nations will come to attack them. This is what the Lord God says. At that time, an idea will come into your mind. You will begin to make an evil plan. You will say, I will go attack the country that has towns without walls. The people there live in peace and think they are safe. There are no walls around the cities to protect them. They don't have any locks on their gates. They don't even have gates. I will defeat them and take all their valuable things away from them. I will fight against the places that were destroyed, but now have people living in them. I will fight against the people who were gathered from the nations. Now they have cattle and property. They live at the crossroads of the world. Sheba, Dedan, and merchants of Tarshish, and all the cities they trade with will ask you, did you come to capture valuable things? Did you bring your groups of soldiers together to grab the good things and to carry away silver, gold, cattle, and property? Did you come to take all those valuable things? Son of man, speak to Gog for me. Tell him that this is what the Lord God says. You will come to attack my people while they are living in peace and safety. You will come from your place out of the far north, and you will bring many people with you. All of them will ride on horses. You will be a large and powerful army. You will come to fight against my people Israel. You will be like a thundercloud covering the land. When that time comes, I will bring you to fight against my land. Then, Gog, the nations will learn how powerful I am. They will learn to respect me and know that I am holy. They will see what I will do to you. This is what the Lord God says. At that time, people will remember that I spoke about you in the past. They will remember that I used my servants, the prophets of Israel. They will remember that the prophets of Israel spoke for me in the past and said that I would bring you to fight against them. The Lord God said, at that time, Gog will come to fight against the land of Israel. I will show my anger. In my anger and strong emotions, I make this promise. I promise that there will be a strong earthquake in the land of Israel. At that time, all the living things will shake with fear. The fish in the sea, the birds in the air, the wild animals in the fields, and all the little creatures crawling on the ground will shake with fear. The mountains will fall down and the cliffs will break apart. Every wall will fall to the ground. The Lord God says, on the mountains of Israel, I will call for every kind of terror against Gog. His soldiers will be so afraid that they will attack each other and kill each other with their swords. I will punish Gog with disease and death. I will cause hailstones, fire, and sulfur to rain down on Gog and his groups of soldiers from many nations. Then I will show how great I am. I will prove that I am holy. Many nations will see me do these things, and they will learn who I am. Then they will know that I am the Lord. Son of man, speak against Gog for me. Tell him that this is what the Lord God says. Gog, you are the most important leader of all the countries, Meshech and Tubal, but I am against you. I will capture you and bring you back. I will bring you from the far north. I will bring you to fight against the mountains of Israel. But I will knock your bow from your left hand and your arrow from your right hand. You will be killed on the mountains of Israel. You, your groups of soldiers, and all the other nations with you will be killed in battle. I will give you as food to every kind of bird that eats meat, and to all the wild animals. You will not enter the city. You will be killed out in the open fields. I have spoken. This is what the Lord God said. I will send fire against Magog and those people living along the coast. They think they are safe, but they will know that I am the Lord. And I will make my holy name known among my people Israel. I will not let people ruin my holy name anymore. The nations will know that I am the Lord. They will know that I am the Holy One in Israel. That time is coming. It will happen. This is what the Lord God said. That is the day I am talking about. At that time, people living in the cities of Israel will go out to the fields. They will collect the enemy's weapons and burn them. They will burn all the shields, bows and arrows, clubs and spears. They will use the weapons as firewood for 7 years. They will not have to gather wood from the fields or chop firewood from the forest, because they will use the weapons as firewood. They will take the valuable things from the soldiers who wanted to steal from them. They will take the good things from the soldiers who took good things from them. This is what the Lord God said. At that time, I will choose a place in Israel to bury Gog. He will be buried in the valley of the travelers, east of the Dead Sea. It will block the road for travelers, because Gog and all his army will be buried in that place. People will call it the Valley of Gog's army. It will take 7 months for the family of Israel to bury them. They must do this to make the land pure. The common people will bury the enemy soldiers, and the people will become famous on the day that I bring honor to myself. The Lord God said those things. Workers will be given a full-time job burying the dead soldiers to make the land pure. The workers will work for 7 months. They will go around looking for dead bodies. They will go around looking, and if anyone sees a bone, a marker will be put by it. The sign will stay there until the gravediggers come and bury the bone in the valley of Gog's army. The city of the dead will be named Hamona. In this way, they will make the country pure. This is what the Lord God said. Son of man, speak to all the birds and wild animals for me. Tell them, come here, gather around. Come eat the sacrifice I am preparing for you. There will be a very big sacrifice on the mountains of Israel. Come, eat the meat and drink the blood. You will eat the meat from the bodies of powerful soldiers and drink the blood from world leaders. They will be like rams, lambs, goats, and fat bulls from Bashan. You can eat all the fat you want and drink blood until you are full. You will eat and drink from my sacrifice, which I will kill for you. You will have plenty of meat to eat at my table. There will be horses and chariot drivers, powerful soldiers, and all the other fighting men. This is what the Lord God said. I will let the other nations see what I have done, and they will begin to respect me. They will see my power that I used against the enemy. Then from that day on, the family of Israel will know that I am the Lord their God. And the nations will know why the family of Israel was carried away as prisoners to other countries. They will learn that my people turned against me, so I turned away from them. I let their enemies defeat them, so my people were killed in battle. They sinned and made themselves filthy, so I punished them for the things they did. I turned away from them and refused to help them. So this is what the Lord God says. Now I will bring the family of Jacob back from captivity. I will have mercy on the whole family of Israel. I will show my strong feelings for my holy name. The people will forget their shame and all the times they turned against me. They will live in safety on their own land. No one will make them afraid. I will bring my people back from other countries. I will gather them from the lands of their enemies. Then many nations will see how holy I am. They will know that I am the Lord their God. That is because I made them leave their homes and go as prisoners to other countries. But then I gathered them together again and brought them back to their own land. I will pour out my spirit on the family of Israel, and I will never turn away from my people again. This is what the Lord God said. On the first day of the 12th month, in the 12th year of exile, the word of the Lord came to me. He said, Son of man, sing this sad song about Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Say to him, You thought you were like a powerful young lion walking proud among the nations. But really, you are like a dragon in the lakes. You push your way through the streams. You make the water muddy with your feet and stir up the rivers of Egypt. This is what the Lord God says. I have gathered many people together. Now I will throw my net over you. Then those people will pull you in. Then I will drop you on the dry ground. I will throw you down in the field. I will let all the birds come and eat you. I will let wild animals from every place come and eat you until they are full. I will scatter your body on the mountains. I will fill the valleys with your dead body. I will pour your blood on the mountains, and it will soak down into the ground. The rivers will be full of you. I will make you disappear. I will cover the sky and make the stars dark. I will cover the sun with a cloud, and the moon will not shine. I will darken the lights in the sky over you. I will make your whole country dark. This is what the Lord God said. I will make many people sad and upset when I bring an enemy to destroy you. Nations you don't even know will be upset. I will make many people shocked about you. Their kings will be terrified of you when I swing my sword before them. They will shake with fear on the day you fall. Each king will be afraid for his own life. That will happen because of what the Lord said. The sword of the king of Babylon will come to fight against you. I will use those soldiers to kill your people in battle. They come from the most terrible of nations. They will destroy the things Egypt is proud of. The people of Egypt will be destroyed. There are many animals by the rivers in Egypt. I will also destroy all those animals. People will not make the waters muddy with their feet anymore. The hooves of battle will not make the water muddy anymore. So I will make the water in Egypt calm. I will cause their rivers to run slowly. They will be slick like oil. This is what the Lord God said. I will make the land of Egypt empty. That land will lose everything. I will punish all the people living in Egypt. Then they will know that I am the Lord. This is a sad song that people will sing for Egypt. The daughters in other nations will sing this sad song. They will sing it as a sad song about Egypt and all its people. This is what the Lord God said.